Have you ever struggled to find out what you want out of life? Have you ever felt that you couldn't figure out which direction your life is headed to? Join me in this video to find out how you can break this mental barrier and discover what you want. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Geraldine Obara, currently a GP trainee in the UK, and in this video I'll be sharing with you how I was able to find out what I really wanted out of life and the method that worked for me. I hope this video gives you more clarity about how you can find out what to do in life, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you have any further questions. Also click on the notification bell right up here so that you can be notified anytime I post a new video. So discovering what you want to do in life is like the million-dollar question, and honestly there is no hard and fast rule about how you can find the right answer. It all depends on the individual and what works best for them. In trying to find out what you want in life, I believe that there are two broad aspects you have to really look at. So firstly is self-reflection, and secondly is asking yourself three fundamental questions, and these three fundamental questions are the same very questions that I asked myself, which actually helped me find out what makes me happy and what I really wanted to do. I hope you find this video helpful, and please watch till the end. So because I don't want to rush through things with you guys, I have made this a two-part video, and in this particular video I will be talking about the first aspect that will lead you into finding out what you want to do, and that is self-reflection. It will be really helpful if you have a pen and paper in case you need to write anything down along the way. Let's go. Let's start with self-reflection. For me, self-reflection involves three main aspects. Number one, learning who you are, which is self-awareness. Number two, accepting who you are, which is self-acceptance. And number three, perseverance. First, let's talk about learning who you are. So learning about yourself is something that some people do not do with themselves. They do not examine themselves to understand who they really are, what they are, and what makes them tick. Yet every day millions of people go to college to study about other things such as accounting, marketing, law, medicine, and engineering. Taking myself as an example, being in the medical field as a doctor, we spend years and years writing one medical examination to the other, trying so hard to pass these exams and beating up ourselves when we don't pass them, but often fail to realize that while we strive so hard to study for these exams because we want to pass it and obviously have a better future, we often ignore that we as humans are exams that need to be studied and passed as well. You are the main exam, and you have to take yourself seriously. Now, in what ways can you learn about yourself? You have to do this in so many ways, and I will explain how. Number one is finding out the kind of person you are, aka personality. So personality is that distinct way you behave, feel, or think. For me, personality is what basically determines who you get on with and who you don't get on with. And that is why sometimes you may have personality clash with someone because you don't get along with that person. Maybe someone in your social circle or someone in your family. So sometimes it doesn't mean that these people you don't get along with are necessarily bad people. In some cases, it will just mean that your personality type clashes with their own personality trait. Now, there are so many assessment tools out there that you can use to find out what your personality type is. The common one I have used is the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, abbreviated MBTI. I will be talking about this more in the second part of my video. So this assessment tool will help you understand which personality type you are, and with a personality assessment you can get to understand a bit more about your individual characteristics. Also, this can help you learn how to get along with others that have a different personality from you, and you can also discover the best group of people you can get along with in your day-to-day life. Remember, I don't put people all in a box. So these assessment tools are just a guide, and you know yourself better. You have to pay attention to your personality because it can determine which environment you can adjust well in order to find out what is best suited for you. Secondly, another way you can learn about yourself is by asking, what are my values? So values are those things that are important to you and what you want to equally experience or feel. Our value helps us to develop human bonds with one another, and in return we feel a sense of peace, calm and fulfillment. So example of the things one may value include friendship, honesty, recognition, appreciation and empathy. Now, when you understand what you value as a person, it can help guide you into your career or your life path that can manifest these values for you. So remember, your life or your career path must reflect what you value, so that in that sense you can achieve a sense of fulfillment and happiness based on your choice. So write down 5 top things that you value as a person and set it aside. So next on the list are interests. So what interests you? I'm sure you guys watching this have interest in many things. Your interest includes your hobbies, things that you are passionate about, things that can hold your attention for hours and hours. Ask yourself, what is that thing that gives me satisfaction when I'm doing it? What is that thing that I did in the past that I miss doing now? What are those things that always triggered my curiosity? What is that thing that I always wished I could do someday but never really got around to doing it? Guys, those things are the things that interest you. Write down 5 top things that interest you and let me know in the comment section below. Number 4, another thing you have to ask yourself is, what are my strengths and my weaknesses? We will be talking about this later on in the second part of this video, when I'll be talking about the 3 fundamental questions, so please stay tuned. Number 5, the next question you have to ask yourself in self-awareness is, what is my life goal? Some people say my life goal is to be a famous writer, others may say a footballer, some may say to be a chief executive in a certain company. This is essentially your vision. What is it that you envision yourself to be? For example, when I was a child, I had always wanted to be an aeronautic engineer because that was the only big word that sounded fancy to me. I didn't even know what that meant. I am not talking about that sort of vision. I am talking about the vision that will eventually give you a sense of fulfillment and contentment. Some people will say money does not buy happiness, and that's the case when happiness wasn't the vision they had in mind in the course of building their wealth. So learn to choose your vision wisely. Let it not only be material gain, but let it also align with your value. Now to recap, during self-awareness, start out with your personality. Think about your values, your interests, your strengths and weakness, and your life goal. Now, coming to the second part of self-reflection, we have accepting who you are, which is self-acceptance. Know that nobody is perfect, and if you want others to accept you, you have to accept yourself first. You have to accept everything, including the ones that make you imperfect. So the best way I do this is by writing down the good things I know about myself. Maybe you are a good listener, write that down, or maybe you are good at fixing things, write that down. So essentially, these are the qualities you have that make you excel and thrive in your environment. Now write down the things you are not so good at. For example, you may have a short attention span. Put that down. Or you may not be good at small talk like me. Write that down also. In this exercise, you have to be really honest with yourself when doing this. We all know what they are. It is also important that you are thankful about the good qualities that you have discovered about yourself. Then for the limiting qualities, admit it to yourself. Take responsibility for it and accept it with an intention to transform those negative qualities into something that can benefit you and others. In this way, the not so good qualities have a potential to actually serve you better in the future. So whatever it is that you are, accept it, be thankful and own it. Now, the last and the third aspect about self-reflection, like I mentioned at the start of this video, is perseverance. So having mastered the above, what else do you do? Try and recall the above 2 steps, which are self-awareness and self-acceptance, and let it become a part of you. What role does perseverance play here? With perseverance, you have to keep on searching for the things that trigger and excite you. Keep searching, never stop learning new things. Fuel that curiosity. You never know what can catch your attention. So what are the things that you have to remember during perseverance? I have 4 important things that can help you get through this effectively. Number 1, always believe in yourself. Number 2, remove all form of doubt and detach yourself from things, people or activities that do not support your goals, because that could actually slow you down. Number 3, appreciate the efforts you are making so far. Don't be too harsh on yourself. You are doing good. And number 4, don't forget to take care of yourself. So this can be in the form of meditation, yoga, eating healthy diet, recreation, and pleasure. Remember to enjoy life and enjoy the process. Don't see destination or outcome as the only motivating factor. Enjoy the journey itself, because it's actually fun. So join me in the next video for the part 2 of this video, where I will be talking about the 3 fundamental questions that you need to ask yourself in order to find out what you want in life. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell here so you will be notified whenever I upload new videos. Thanks for watching. Bye now.